Hello, welcome back. Thanks for hanging in here with me. It seems like the last week was insane because I was doing that vendor show again and I had jewelry everywhere and I was stressed out and it was insane and chaotic and it was too much. But I got so much organized for that I'm very proud of myself. But the thing that had to lack then was these videos. So here I am again, back on it. Happy April. I did not get my walk in this morning because I was very, let's turn that off. I was very, very tired. And I just got done with my DaVita appointment. It's about 3 in the afternoon. And I told Beth, it's my mistake for having said, okay, let's do the appointment right now, because I am way too tired at this time of day for appointments. And I could feel myself getting grumpy on the way to the appointment, which I'm so embarrassed about because I don't want to be that patient or that person. But I tell you, I laid down for like 30 minutes before my appointment or to start driving over here. And I shouldn't have done that, first of all, because I did fall asleep slightly, but enough to jerk awake to be like, great, I'm so tired. But I am glad that once I got to DaVita, I was told that I needed to get an EPO shot because my EPO level was pretty low, and I got an iron shot, which totally makes sense because do you remember like a couple weeks ago I was so frustrated with being tired? I think that was the name of my video. And I was like almost crying at Fry's because I was just so exhausted. Well, this is why we've really got to listen to our bodies. So I'm glad to know that when I start to feel those things, chances are that something's up and I really need to focus on how to feed myself more so when I'm feeling that exhausted. Or I need to cut back on whatever it is I'm doing extracurricular wise and not overstimulate myself. So I don't know if overstimulate's quite the word. Maybe it's overwhelm, stress myself. I don't know. Anyways, I'm very glad that I did get both of those because I can already feel the iron in my system. I don't feel like, I feel awake where I'm rejuvenated, but not awake as in I could still go home and take a nap. But I definitely feel from the core of myself that I am feeling much better. Son of a gun. Another thing I did was my evaluation on my exchange procedure, and that always stresses me out. So I almost lost my shit because, again, I'm tired and grumpy. But I pulled through and I did what I needed to do to show her again that I am fully capable and knowledgeable about my ability to do my exchanges safely. That's basically what they're looking for. Like, do I wash my hands still? The same procedures I'm supposed to. If I touch other things, what do I do? And that answer would be to sanitize your hands again. And it was really cool because at the clinic, the pole that I hang my dextrose bag on is on the left side. And so I mentioned that and I was like, okay, I have to think because this is on the opposite side of what I do at home. And she's like, no, let me move it to the right side if you're used to it like that at home. And I appreciated that. I mean, it's such a small detail, but I appreciated it because one, she's listening to what I'm saying, which is just amazing. When your team listens to what you're saying, that's priceless. My ability then to show her what it is that I was doing or what I could do because she moved it to the right side, it was smooth sailings. I was totally able to fly through my exchange examples of what I do at home. And again, I really do appreciate the fact that I got that cart off of Amazon. Thankful to my parents that they purchased that for me, because it was $65 back then. I don't know how much it is now, but I'll look for you guys. But it's perfect because it has all the things so accessible for me to reach and grab for any type of emergency situation, because there can be times when you accidentally drop a cap or drop your gauzes, you know, all of that has to be sterile. And so for you to just be able to be within moments of being able to just grab a new one, that's so important, because you're sterilizing your environment and what you're working off of, like your tray, that you don't want to have to go across the room to get what you need immediately, because that bag's not going to go across the room with you. Even though it's on wheels, it's still not going to. So yeah, anyways, I got through it okay, and everything was great. I got a good score, so I'm glad that I'm still doing things that I'm supposed to do when it comes to staying sterile and keeping peritonitis out, because that's the goal of keeping everything sterile, and that's the goal of making sure you're doing all your steps, is that you are definitely keeping in mind all the things you need to do to make sure that your hands are clean, your environment is clean, all of that. Speaking of that, this Sunday, it was awesome because it was first weekend in a while that Donnie had the entire weekend off. Being that it was the first of the month, you guys know, but Donnie doesn't necessarily know all the things I do at the beginning of the month to re-cleanse our house. And so I was like, I need your help in a couple of things. And I actually asked him to do the bathroom, because I don't have a problem doing the bathroom, but I have a hard time physically doing the bathtub. And it's just because my belly gets in the way, because you are swollen as if you were pregnant. And so imagine being 8-9 months pregnant trying to clean the bathtub. It's just hard. And I have a fully functional husband who can do it. And so I asked him to do that, and he did a great job. And he was like, so this is what we do on Sundays? And I'm like, no, this is what we do once a month on Sundays. I maintain it throughout the week, or the weeks, but I just needed him specifically to remember, like, every month, the beginning of the month, I need you to do this deep cleanse with me. And he was a little surprised, like, wow, this is all the stuff you do, because I had to take apart our fans, because that's what I do at home. I take apart our fans, we clean the blades and the wire mesh, because they get so filthy with dust. The windowsills, I like to do the glass, the window glass. We have that sliding glass door, which I need Ben's help with that, because there's areas that I can't reach, but Ben's tall, so he could reach it. And I'll have Ben on Friday. So, you know, extra vacuuming in little nooks and crannies that don't normally get vacuumed, changing the sheets on the bed, you know, things like that, that he just had never really witnessed, because I usually do it during the day when he's at work on the first Monday of the month. But being that he was home, it was like, why not use my leadership in delegating? So that's what I did. And it worked out to be fun, and we had a great day. You know, I was able to lay down for almost 2 hours just to rest, and it took my mind off of having to do so many things on Monday. Yesterday, I was just able to actually really chill, because I was really tired yesterday, and that is because my body was like, we are so low on EPO, and we're so low on iron. So again, grateful that I was able to get those shots, because they do help. And it's weird, because it's like, I know I'm anti-pharma, and so I guess you could consider those two things pharma things, but not really, because those are such the pure form of what our body makes and uses our food for, that it's almost like a supplement. Or, you know, like we need vitamin D, so I take a vitamin D to help with my energy and everything that vitamin D does. So it's the same thing with iron. It's just pure iron. And thank God she did it while I was kind of chatting, and so I didn't really realize she had started, because I do get a little anticipatory. Is that the word? No. Anticipant? Concerned? When I get iron shots, because I've had iron below my vein before, and it burns. That is not fun. So I was a little distracted when she started, and it went easy breezy today, so that's good. And iron is actually thicker than other things. In fact, they have to shoot your vein with some saline to kind of open it up so it'll even take the iron, because iron is thick. But everything went well. Thankful. All right. So anyways, that's about it. I'm on my way home. Probably will I'll see if I can take a nap. I'm feeling a little more energy as I keep talking, and so maybe I don't need a nap today. I don't know. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure to drink your water, because that is always very, very important. All right. Bye-bye.